Hi guys, this is Shraddha Kapoor and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Alright, so we have with us Shraddha Kapoor, who has just delivered her biggest hit, that is STREE, and she's coming up with a very, very interesting film, Batti, Chalu. Pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Always a pleasure chatting with you, Faridun.
As we discussed in the last interview, that as I mentioned to you that on camera, I'll only say that I'm really looking forward to a movie if there's some excitement after watching the promo, and I'm so glad that STREE has done so well.
Thank you so much.
Your biggest hit, what's the feeling, and that too coming after a few films that maybe have not worked that well.
Right.
What's the feeling like?
The feeling is this. It's relief. And of course, it's relief mixed with happiness. And I haven't felt this way in a while. As you said that, it's come after a few films. So I think the main feeling is relief and a lot of gratitude, I think, to be offered a film like this, to be a part of it. At the same time, it's a funny feeling, Faridun, because it's like you're relieved also, but then you're like, you don't want to be too attached to something doing so well, and because due to the nature of a Friday and how there's so much that what goes up must come down and vice versa, and there's so many ups and downs that it's natural for that to happen. So I think I'm really trying not to be attached to the ups or the downs. What I want to really stay attached to is how good I can be, and how well I can put my best foot forward.
In fact, there's so much to discuss about STREE itself, and we have to come down to Batti as well. But still, it's so interestingly put. Everything has been so interestingly put, and your entire the way you just जिसको कहते हैं कि चलाना Rajkumar, the way you just chalify him, it's really entertaining. Have you seen the movie in the theatre by any chance?
I didn't see it in the theatre yet.
You
because
should actually.
I know, and I really the kind of reactions that I heard from people, apparently people were going completely crazy. I saw videos, and I was just so overwhelmed with the reaction of people hooting and clapping and all of that. And actually, Faridun, I feel like I've only been promoting since a month because STREE was up for release and now Batti Gul is up for release. So somewhere also I'm not realizing also that STREE has released and it's doing as well as it is. Uske liye thoda pause karna padta hai, but that's not happened. But yeah.
What is happening is that the way the context of the movie is that STREE, she will just eat up everyone. So that's how the movie is eating up other movies right now. It's like the new movies are releasing, but it just keeps on doing so well.
We're happy that we are.
I'll give you an example for that. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
So I was in Ahmedabad on 13th of September. So I was there for a premiere of a movie. So I'd already seen the movie, so I was basically doing something outside. So I just thought that maybe let's just go inside the theatre and see how people are reacting to it. I just went inside and just sat. So they were almost like 70-80%. The hall was full. And then suddenly I realized it's STREE. I went into the wrong theatre, wrong screen basically.
How nice.
And it was 70-80% was people were just waiting for STREE. So it's really interesting how people are reacting to the movie. All right, so talking about Batti Gul Chalu, you have this very interesting dialogue when your hair are half done and half undone.
Yes.
I think it's wonderfully said. Can you please say it if possible?
Oh, thank you. So Divyendu's character Tripathi asks me, तेरे बालों को क्या हुआ नोटी? So I say, हाँ चली गई बत्ती रेडी होते होते, एक साइड से वो एक साइड के रह गए बोल, अब यही स्टाइल ठहरा.
No, it's very interesting. In fact, so we spoke to Shahid, and Shahid was like that. This is one of Shraddha's very, very special performances.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, so we interviewed him quite some time back.
Oh,
yes.
That's nice of him to say.
Right, and so one more thing I'd just like to ask you before we go full-fledged into Batti Gul Chalu. So you have this 3.6 million followers on Instagram, which is like a massive sort of following, and you're posting those videos and pictures. So ideally, you don't need any media now.
What do you mean?
In the sense that it's a massive thing, like 23.6 million. It's like a massive following for that matter. And how do you deal with it?
I think that it's it's a very nice feeling. It's, you know, you feel so much love is there, so much of compassion and support is there, you know. So if you know that people out there are watching your films and they support and they love you, and you know, it's something that is authentic love. It feels really nice. It feels really, really nice. It's an overwhelming feeling, actually. But no, I don't think you can pass a statement like you don't need media. I think that's a very strong statement, and I absolutely respect the media. I think that a media is a very powerful medium to reach out to people, and social media is a kind of media, isn't it?
You know, why I'm saying it is that many times you just read all these gossip stories which are like based on sources. So something gets published at one place, and everyone just without cross-checking just totally just pick it up and they just start spreading it. So here, so I was just noticing that you reached some venue and you just made that video and just posted that. So maybe, you know, it's something which is coming directly from the horse's mouth. So then it becomes more authentic. So it's a far more, in many ways, it's a very
I agree with that,
real and honest way of just reaching out to people who matter.
Right.
So I'm saying from that perspective.
Right. I agree with you on that note completely, because I feel like there is a direct connection that you have with.
You can clarify if you have to clarify anything.
Or even for that matter, maybe you don't even need to. Most times I feel I don't need to, because I feel like if there's anything that I need to share, I will happily share it on my social media. And you know, it's, as I said, it's a direct connection. And it's pretty interesting, because through your phone you can be connected with your fans or your loved ones and your well-wishers. So it's really nice.
All right, so we've taken a few questions from your fans on Twitter. So there are loads of them as well.
How nice!
So because I think that's something that they keep on. In fact, you know,
I get
so many. I'm sorry to interrupt once again. I get so many of these tweets for this interview with you and Varun. I think it should happen at some point of time, because they've actually trended that, and वो मतलब ऐसे emotional मुझको messages आते हैं.
Okay.
They actually trended that.
चलो फिर करते हैं. We should do one.
And it's like, what do they call you?
Varshra. Yes.
So it's like crazy stuff that they have, and they keep on.
But
even Varun has seen it.
But I think we should, and I just want to add one more thing, Faridun. I feel like without the support of our fans and my fans, I mean, none of this, I wouldn't be here. So I can't ever thank them enough, because they have been through, and they've been like pillars of strength, you know, and you can see that concern and compassion in them. You know, it comes from, it's not just as any other fan, you know, there is a whole other layer to it.
Absolutely.
Which is they genuinely care, and you know, they genuinely feel for you when your films do well, when they don't do well, and they're like always there by your side. So
I think the real test is when the movies don't do well and then they still support you.
Yeah,
that's something which is the real
true.
test.
Very, very true.
Ji, so let's take a few quickly. This is Prateek from Delhi. Experience of working with Shraddha Kapoor second time, and how you find him as a co-star and human being.
Hi Prateek. It was amazing working with Shahid for the second time. I think he's one of the most amazing actors that we have in the industry, and he's also a friend. And I thought that, you know, after Heather, I was very excited to be on board of our film, because not only is Batti Gul Meter Chalu so emotional, it's also got a lot of fun moments, and we're playing characters who are this time from a whole other, a different world. So it was awesome.
All right, so this is Senisha from Durban, South Africa. Please collaborate with Arman Malik again. Sab Tera is beautifully amazing, still one of my favorites. We all are really waiting for you both to give us another masterpiece. Lots of love.
That's very, very sweet. Thank you so much. I was also very, very lucky to collaborate with him and to sing for that song as well. It was really awesome. I would love to. I would really, really love to pursue singing, but you know, I want to do it when I can invest that kind of time into it, you know, because aisa nahi ki you can, I mean, I would like to rehearse as much as I can, and right now, considering that I'm busy with the films that I'm doing.
And loads of them.
A few of them, yes. So singing has taken a bit of a backseat, but I think I will sing again soon. Yeah.
I think you should.
Thank you.
In fact, you mentioned in one of the interviews that you like to do maybe like a single for that matter. Where you like to maybe write as well, and
Yes.
you tend to write as well. So
Yes.
that's something that you mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I've shared some of my. Haven't I shared something with you?
that I think you said shared something else, but maybe I don't think that you want to talk about.
No, I don't. But I remember. I'm just sharing that I
Ji.
did share it
Ji,
with
ji,
you, right?
ji,
Because
ji.
you write poems.
Right.
And you write really well, so I thought that it will be nice to share it with you. With the rest of the world, I think in due time probably.
Great.
Yeah.
No, because the best part in Rock On 2 was that when you were hitting the higher notes, it's not easy. So that can only happen if when you've trained for it and you've like really
Right.
practiced for that matter. So the higher notes came out really nicely.
Thank you.
This is Yash from Mumbai. Out of all the roles that you've played till now, which one did you find the toughest?
Hi Yash. So far the toughest one. Can I say my toughest is yet to come?
That's great. I think that's the answer that Shah Rukh Khan will give. He always says that my next one that is coming next. He always says that.
I do feel
Kamal
like.
Hassan said that. I
Oh,
think
really?
That's a sign
Wow.
of. That's a sign. Yeah, absolutely. Pratyusha from Visakhapatnam. Which song would you like to dedicate for your fans? Can you please sing it for us? We love you.
Hi Pratyusha. Which song would I like to sing? Which one?
Anything that you think. Maybe from Batti Gul Meter Chalu. Dekhte dekhte.
I don't know the words for Dekhte Dekhte.
Maybe if you want, you can hum it if you want.
I'm just trying to think of something, maybe something that I haven't sung before. Okay, I'm taking way too long.
No, it's fine. No problem.
Should we come back to this?
Later? Okay.
Yeah, I'll also think.
All right, this is at the rate, the name is not there. At the rate, we love Shraddha K from Visakhapatnam. Apparently, it's like some fan club or something like that. What advice would you like to give to your fans today who look up to you as their inspiration?
I think what I would like to share with specifically the really sweet young fans, the kids, the teenagers, I would really like to say that please follow your dreams and please dream big and, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything that you want to do, and follow it with everything that you've got. Dream big.
Great. Iftikhar Khan from KPK, Pakistan. After the success of STREE, don't you think that filmmakers should make more horror comedy or horror rom in Bollywood? So he's coined a new
Horror rom.
horror rom.
Wow.
The way rom-com is there, so he's saying horror rom.
Horror rom.
Or maybe it should be horror com.
Horror com,
It should be-
horror
it should
rom
be-
com.
yeah, something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Why not? But I feel like, the rules there are no rules anymore. I think that's so beautiful, isn't it? And there's so much hope as well, right? When films come and they challenge certain notions, right? These notions that are there, and when anything is trying to be boxed into something, and then a film comes and just challenges all those notions. I think it's such a beautiful thing. And with a film like STREE, STREE is a film like that, as he mentioned as well. And when I heard it, Faridun, I was in splits, and I was laughing so much. And just the way that even you said that, you reacted to the writing and everything,
Yeah.
and I was just blown away. And I was like, I really, this is something so fresh. And I was like, thank God the makers want me in this film, and I really wanted to do something that is so different from anything that I've done before. So yeah.
All right, this is Muskan from Mumbai. Can we see you in a film with Ranbir Kapoor soon? There's like a
Muskan.
few more people have asked.
Muskan, I would love to be seen in a film with Ranbir.
I'm sorry to interrupt once again. There is another one from UAE, and all of us want a Ranbir Shraddha, or a Twitter calls it Shrabir collaboration. So already the other coinage.
These nicknames are so cute and
Shrabir.
funny. I've admired Ranbir so much since his first film. I think he's an absolutely fantastic actor, and he's someone who brings something so new to the table each and every time. So having said that, I would absolutely love to do a film with him, but I've not offered anything yet with him. So.
Okay. So how do you look at this entire, in a way, this competition that you have with Alia Bhatt? Do you look at it as a competition?
No, not at all actually. I feel like, these...
Because both of you, in terms of the 100 crore heroines and that, the acting chops and everything. So both of you've come almost together. Do you think from that perspective?
No, not really, because I feel like most of this is, I think any kind of competition is probably just made up. I don't know how it is, but having said that, I think that she's exceptionally talented, and you know, I really admire the kind of work that she does, and I think she's really awesome, and we also share the same star sign.
Pisceans, both of you are Pisceans.
Yeah, we both are.
All right, okay. This is Rishita from Jabalpur, India. Did Shahid Kapoor play any pranks on you, or did you play a prank on Shahid or anyone from the sets of Batti Gul Meeta Chalu? Thank God there's a question on Batti Gul Meeta Chalu. Otherwise they would have. Ji.
We had a great time on set. We had so much fun, and you know, when you shoot for a film, you become like one unit and you become like family. So, and you see each other every single day. So, also I think that the mood of a film and the kind of film that it is, it completely rubs off on the atmosphere on set, you know. So the first half being predominantly really fun, we were all having a blast on set, and we were having so much fun, and it's tough to pinpoint one particular incident, but the whole unit, and even Shree sir, as much as he is so dedicated and he's so passionate about what he does, he also has a very sweet, fun side to him. So yeah.
All right, and you guys have done 2 films together, and Heather, I think personally was an outstanding film, and I think it will never be relevant as to what box office it did, but there are films that will be there for a long period of time, and Heather is definitely one of them. And you made a very strong impact, even as that Kashmiri girl.
Right. Thank you.
So how do you just relate to a co-star from that perspective, that you did one film with him and now you're doing the context is altogether different.
Right.
That bonding factor is there. Do you think from that perspective that what you guys did earlier and now you're coming into a different context altogether?
You know, I feel like, of course, it definitely helps, you know, when you've worked together and you know your co-star from before and your friends, all of that. And you know, I've really admired Shahid's work. I think that he is absolutely amazing, and no wonder, you know, he is where he is in his career. And I was totally thrilled to collaborate again with him and work with him again. And more so, as I said, that, you know, the fun portions of this film, I was really excited to enact those with him. And that was set in Kashmir, and this is set in Uttarakhand, so the setting is also completely different. So to do something different and dabble in something different is very exciting. Yeah.
All right, this is Hana from Algeria. Okay, what do you think of your role in BGMC, and what she's trying to say that what can one learn from this movie? I wish you reply, I love you, and I have a Arabic account for you on Instagram.
I think I know who this is.
Okay, so maybe she runs a fan club as well, I think.
If I'm not, you know, there are Faridun, so many, like Pratyusha, you've taken Pratyusha's name, you've taken Hannah's name. There are so many people who in our interviews are repeat questions, you know. So all these guys have been around since so long. Right. They've just had my back, so it's so nice to, it's almost like I know them personally, but I've just not met them. But having said that, in Batti Gul Meeta Chalu, it is, you know, as the promo says, it's a socially relevant film which has entertaining spin to it, entertaining and emotional spin to it. So, and my character, it was so much fun playing Lalita Naughty, you know, someone who is, for the first time actually, I'm speaking in a particular dialect, and we had to rehearse and prepare extensively for that to be able to speak in that way, you know. And I loved the character. I thought that she's so much fun, and she's so, I mean, who talks like that? Who says that एक बार Lakme Fashion Week आ गई ना ललिता नौटियाल कहाँ तो ना मनीष मल्होत्रा टिकने वाला हुआ ना रोहित बाल, like who speaks like this, you know? So I was like, wow, she is fun. So I think one can take away from the film definitely, you know, a prevalent issue that our country faces, which is बिजली की जो समस्या होती है खास तौर से छोटे शहरों में, तो उसके बारे में है, एंड उसे सिनेमा के माध्यम से हम एंटरटेनिंग तरीके से दिखा रहे हैं, और एंड आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट. सो
इनफैक्ट मैंने आपसे पिछले इंटरव्यू में मैंने आपसे कहा था, जो मेरा पर्सनल फेवरेट डायलॉग है, व्हेन यू टेलिंग शाहिद्स कैरेक्टर that जीतने से ज़्यादा लड़ना ज़रूरी ठहरा. That's a very nice line. Okay, so we'll have one more question. This is Shanaya from Lucknow. You seem to have mastered the hilly accent of Uttarakhand so well. How did you prepare for it during BGMC? Also love you and congratulations for STREE's success.
How sweet. Thank you so much, Shania. Again, I think I know who this is. Thank you so much. And I hope that when you watch the film, when everybody watches the film, they feel like we've done justice to being locals from Uttarakhand. And it pertaining to the dialect, as I said, there were lots of rehearsals which Shahid, myself and Divyendu, we had to do amongst the other actors and characters as well in the film. So yes, and thank you for your wishes as well. It feels really good, and thank you all for your endless support.
All right, and if you can please briefly tell us something about your forthcoming films. You're having, I think, Saho is there, and Saina, I'm sure, must be taking a lot of time in terms of preparation.
Yes,
because that's one thing I'm sure that you must be really looking forward to.
Yes, and it's, I think, a very physically demanding film because I started training last year for it, and I think all of us realize that it's actually not going to be easy, and it is going to be something that will require a lot of time to prepare for it. So I am taking that time because it's a very big responsibility. She's the youth icon of our country and an inspiration to so many people. So I go for my baddie classes and started them a year ago. So
in fact, I think we met at YRF for that Dinesh's directorial film, and you just mentioned that you
Rabta.
and you had been practicing since, and it was the hands are aching.
Yes.
And what about Saho? Prabhas is like he's the Bahubali, and this is the movie
absolutely. After that. Very, very excited to be working with him, and my first bilingual film where it's really fascinating to work, speak in another language and learn all those lines and make a connection with them, understand what they mean, and so it's a whole other world, something completely new for me, and I'm really excited about that.
Fantastic.
Hi guys, this is Shraddha Kapoor and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.